We've all had those embarrassing moments, and for celebrities, these moments are even worse because they are sometimes caught on camera. In this video, we'll count down the 10 most embarrassing Billie Eilish moments. Number 10, awkward fan encounters. Billie Eilish is one of the best artists of the current generation, which means thousands of fans queue up for her shows. Most of her concerts have been amazing, but the star's also had very embarrassing moments with fans. In one of her concerts, she noticed that a fan was almost passing out, and she decided to throw the fan a bottle of water. Unfortunately, Billie hit another fan with the bottle. Well, she was just trying to be nice, but the moment was a bit embarrassing for a couple of seconds. That was nothing compared to another incident Billie had to address on social media. Fan adoration of the young American singer reached fever pitch during her Australian concert tour, and Billie had to ask her followers not to grope her after an incident at a meet and greet before her gig at Sydney's Hordern Pavilion. She took to Instagram to express her discomfort and discuss boundaries after one fan touched her without consent. In a follow-up post, Billie went on to reveal she had since been in touch with the fan in question and confirmed that the incident was accidental, but she admitted that it was embarrassing to address the matter. Number 9, the doctor story. Die-hard fans of Billie Eilish already know the doctor story because Billie talked about it on her Instagram Live. But in case you missed it, this is what happened. One time, Billie went to the doctor and one of the nurses told her she needed to pee in a cup. The nurse said, "Go in there and pee in the cup." When Billie looked in the direction where the nurse pointed, all she could see was a closet, so she walked into the closet, knelt down for about 5 minutes, then she peed in the cup. However, the pee went in the cup, around the cup, and all over the floor. While she was still in the closet, she heard the nurse asking each other which bathroom she went into, which was a bit shocking because Billie was directed to the closet and not the bathroom. When she came out of the closet, one of the nurses asked her whether she had peed on the floor, and she said yes. So first, she had peed all over the floor, and the cup Billie handed the nurse was also covered in pee. To make matters worse, her mom was laughing her heart out when Billie walked out of the closet. Billie said on her Instagram Live that she had to narrate that very embarrassing moment because it was haunting her every day. Number 8, falling on stage. Most artists have had a fall or two during their performances, but artists like Billie Eilish, whose concerts are energy-packed, have had several falls on stage. Billie Eilish has always managed to spin her falls, but one particular fall really got super embarrassing for her. At a concert in Italy, Billie sprained her ankle as she jumped around to her hit single Bad Guy. Despite injuring her right ankle, Billie continued performing for her fans at the Milano Rocks Music Festival, but it seemed like she was devastated she couldn't deliver the original show she had prepared for. Billie had to remain seated as she sang because her ankle was in so much pain, and she wasn't happy about it. In the middle of the performance, she said, "Dude, I sprained my ankle immediately. That's so embarrassing. Ugh, and dude, I sprained this one like a month ago. This hurts." She then got a little emotional and said, "It's so stupid because I'm choked up right now because I'd rather not do a show than do a crappy version for you. I just want to give you a good show. I can't." The moment became too much for Billie because she ended up running off stage after getting a little teary-eyed, and just before she left, she said, "Oh, this is so trash. This is literally a nightmare for real. I can't do this. I'm sorry, bro." Number 7, the tank top photo. Billie Eilish is known for wearing baggy clothes in part because she doesn't want people to sexualize her. So when she was photographed in a tank top, it became news. In 2019, Billie opened up about her style and her thoughts on some people applauding her for setting an example of how young girls should dress so they aren't sexualized. She explained then that the baggy clothes were because of society's problem and inability to resist sexualizing young women, not because she was insecure. When the paparazzi shared Billie's tank top photo on social media, the internet went crazy and her boobs were trending on Twitter at number 1. Some even went as far as calling Billie fat, and though wearing a camisole out for a walk in the LA heat shouldn't surprise anyone, the photos ended up causing a lot of unfortunate buzz about her body. Seriously, all Billie Eilish wanted to do was wear a tank top on a hot sunny day in Los Angeles, and she had to stop and address why her body was trending on social media. The singer reposted a powerful video from influencer Chizzy Duru, who stressed that society needs to normalize real bodies. It was a bit embarrassing to talk about the situation, especially since Billie's preference for baggy, oversized clothing stems from both her struggles with body dysmorphia and the near-constant over-sexualization of her body. Number 6, Coachella 2019. Billie Eilish took the stage in front of a jam-packed audience at the 2019 Coachella Music and Arts Festival. During her time on the Coachella stage, Billie performed her song "All the Good Girls Go to Hell" off of her debut studio album, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Playing Coachella was a monumental occasion for the singer, and when it came time to perform her track "All the Good Girls Go to Hell," she had a little bit of an oops moment when she forgot some of the words. In videos, you can see Billie singing the song until she blanked on her lyrics and started singing "dot dot dot" to get herself through. Thankfully, her fans were there to help her out, and she found her place again, barely missing a beat. Many on Twitter pointed out that she handled the moment like a champ. Although Billie came out on top, we have to admit that it must have been a bit embarrassing. And that wasn't the only mishap at the 2019 Coachella. Billie Eilish brought out Vince Staples to rap his verse on Watch and Burn, their collaborative single from Eilish's debut EP, Don't Smile at Me, from 2017. Though Staples appeared to rap his verse, nothing was audible to the audience after his mic failed to transmit any sound. Not their fault, but totally embarrassing. Number 5, rap music controversy. In Billie's Vogue cover debut back in February, she opened up about her unique path to stardom and her struggle with mental health, but her off-the-cuff comments about the state of rap music had the internet in a rage. Eilish said in a profile, "There's a difference between lying in a song and writing a story. There are tons of songs where people are just lying. There's a lot of that in rap right now. From people that I know who rap." Billie Eilish's apparent claim that current rap music is rarely genuine and authentic didn't sit too well with many people, and they didn't hesitate to let her know. Upon reading the snippet, many fans of rap and hip-hop were put off by Eilish's broad generalization, venting their frustrations on Twitter. While some people are convinced she doesn't respect rap music, Billie Eilish has said in the past that she's been influenced by many artists of the genre. Among her influences are rappers such as Tyler, the Creator, TDE, artist Isaiah Rashad, and XXXTentacion. And for someone who has literally basked in adoration from the word go, the backlash was truly embarrassing for Billie Eilish. Number 4, not knowing stars. Some very embarrassing moments happen on talk shows because the question can be spontaneous, and Billie Eilish was a victim of this. When Jimmy Kimmel asked Billie Eilish to name any member of Van Halen on his show, she couldn't. Kimmel was just having fun and making fun of himself for being of the generation that was now outdated to Eilish and her fans. That would have been the end of it, but Twitter has a way of keeping things going and making them embarrassing. Fans of both Billie Eilish and Van Halen took to Twitter to comment. It's not a crime not to know fellow artists, but fans of Van Halen made things very embarrassing when they called Billie out on social media. In Eilish's defense, Van Halen have been largely inactive since she entered her teen years. She was 13 when they played their most recent concert in October of 2015. Okay, forgiven. Well, fans were also not impressed when Billie failed to recognize another star. In an interview with Nardwuar, the host gave Billie a few gifts that were nostalgic of various pop culture icons or moments. When Nardwuar gave Billie a Hilary Duff sleeping bag, she appeared to be perplexed and said, "So, who is Hilary Duff?" Is the real question, to which Nardwuar replied, "Lizzie McGuire?" Then Billie asked, "Who is Lizzie McGuire?" It was probably a bit embarrassing when she realized later that Hilary Duff is iconic. But hey, let those of us who know Hilary Duff take a sip of tea as we continue feeling ancient. Talk about intergenerational gaps. Number 3, sex tape scandal. One disadvantage of being a celebrity is that people make up all sorts of disturbing rumors about stars. People have said a lot of things about Billie, but when they made up a rumor about a sex tape, she completely lost it. There was a video that showed a pair having intercourse on the train, but what caught the eye of many was that the features of the girl resembled that of Eilish. In an interview with Dazed magazine, Billie addressed the disturbing rumors, which was that there was an amateur porn video going around with her name on it. Billie stressed that the person in the video was not her. She went on to express that not only does she have to deal with imposters online, but IRL too. For Billie Eilish, publicly addressing a sex tape that did not even exist was just super embarrassing. Number 2, awkward friendship with Drake. In 2019, Billie Eilish casually revealed that Drake, who's 15 years older than her, had been texting her, ostensibly to talk about music. After Eilish opened up about her friendship with the older rapper, Twitter users expressed their concern at the fact that Drake was texting a then 17-year-old musician, with some even pointing out that he'd similarly texted Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown, who was 14 at the time. Eilish defended Drake's right to be a fan of hers. She said everyone is so sensitive and that there are so many more people that the internet should be worried about. However, that did not stop fans from noting other instances where Drake was involved with teenagers, and the whole conversation just got really embarrassing. And number 1, losing 100,000 followers. It all began when the pop star recently participated in the viral Instagram trend of showing photos of certain moments asked by fans. When one fan asked to see Billie's lock screen, she shared it, not knowing it would deduct a large amount of followers from her account. The photo on Billie's lock screen featured a woman showing her entire nude body. The matter escalated when a fan asked the singer to share a work of art by her, which she is proud of, and in return, Billie again shared a personal drawing she drew which featured women's breasts and snakes. Fans soon began to notice that Eilish's followers were diminishing, with one fan sharing a screenshot of the star's account, which showed that her followers had dropped from 73 million to 72.9 million. Responding to the dip, Billie Eilish took to her stories and wrote, LMFAOOO, y'all babies SMH. However, following the apparent drop, Billie's following has gone up even higher than before, now standing at 73.2 million followers. Billie Eilish was not ashamed of her post, but we are assuming that the 100K people who unfollowed Billie did so because the posts were embarrassing for them. So which was the most embarrassing moment for you? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to The Focus.